Welcome to this new journey we're taking together, and thanks for venturing with us. My name is Dawn Livingston, and I'm the Director of Program Ministries here at the Hinton Center. I came to Hinton back in 2016 after serving at another ministry setting in Ohio. I came to oversee our missions and ministry and see what God has in store for us. A few things about me. Like I said, I'm from Ohio. I've lived here in the mountains for a few years now, and I really love living here. I love the views. I love how the mountains never look the same from day to day. I love the groups that we get to work with and our neighbors who we serve. Some of the things I like to do, I like to read. The joke is I like to creatively dabble. So I like to paint and do Bible journaling and fun stuff like that. I have 3 furries at home, my 3 dogs, and they are who I spend a lot of my spare time with. This is my colleague, Ricky Hill, and he'll introduce himself now.
Again, my name is Ricky Hill. I'm the Community Engagement and Volunteer Coordinator here at Hinton. I've been here since 2016. Part of my duties as community engagement is to meet with community organizations and find ways that between them and Hinton we can collaborate and cooperate on programs and projects that benefit our community. Volunteers that want to come work at Hinton or want to get engaged in other organizations, I will help them connect and make the connections and resources so they can be involved and be a viable resource to our community. A little bit about me is I relocated here in 2017 from Dallas, Texas area. North Carolina is my home state, and family and friends and grandkids all live here. So this was a homecoming to me. So as the old saying goes, I'm Tar Heel born, Tar Heel bred. When I die, I'll be Tar Heel dead. Some of my fun activities are woodworking, camping, hiking, fishing, just kind of being outdoors. And I'm also the resident eagle watcher here at Hinton with our bald eagles. Community engagement is an activity where I enjoy making the connections with people, sitting down and trying to find solutions to problems of how things can get done. So that's just what I do. Is some of my gifts that I've trained over the years or picked up over the years from my prior military career and other positions that I've had. Hinton Rural Life Center is a faith-based nonprofit organization. We're actually the oldest nonprofit here in Clay County. If you're not familiar with us, been here almost 60 years. Today, Hinton is a mission and retreat center. We have about 34 acres of property here on Lake Chatuge. Our mission program is during the summer where teams from all over the United States come to us for a 2.5 month time frame and provide home repair services and ministry to our community. On the average, we run 700 to 800 people in a 2.5 month period, resulting in over $500,000 in volunteer hour labor. Our retreat side is we have several houses where families can come here and have a family reunion, high school reunion, a business retreat, and or vacation. We're located on Lake Chatuge. We have our boat dock down there. We have a pavilion for outdoors activities. So we have a lot of resources available to make your family vacation or business trip a fun event.
So why are we doing this? Well, a few years ago, we were inspired by our theme for summer missions of Cultivate Hope. And now Ricky might be more of a gardener, but I'm not. And in fact, I have quite the black thumb. But even for me, there's so much imagery in this concept of cultivating hope. When I think of it, I have this picture in my mind that I actually took a few years ago at the Garden of Gethsemane in Israel. While on a trip to the Holy Land, we had an opportunity to go to a private area of the garden one morning, and there were only a few people in our group, and then there was a gardener there tending the land. As I sat under an olive tree for my personal time, I basked in the pure beauty, quiet, and nature that was around me. I noticed the presence of God, and I noticed that the ground around me, part of it was churned dirt, and then part of it had not even been touched. There was soil that was tilled and soil that wasn't yet cultivated. I think about that often. I think about how I am a work in progress, that God isn't finished with me yet, how God wants to take those rough, broken, damaged pieces, those hurt, ugly parts of all of us, and shine light in that darkness. That is for all of us, not only those of us that are in church, but our neighbors that are around us. It may say it takes some work on our part, just as it takes work to physically till the ground. Sometimes we have to work on pulling the weeds, digging a little deeper, getting rid of roots, working to dislodge the rocks we find. But we aren't in it alone. We don't have to do it by ourselves because we have the hope that's found through Christ. Cultivating hope brings to mind this concept of doing good right where you are, walking alongside your neighbors. Every ounce of me believes that when we reach out and help somebody else, when we walk alongside our neighbors, that we too are changed. Our own dirt is tilled, so to speak. As one of our mission participants reflected, all of us have needs at different times in our lives. Be willing to both give and to receive help. So that is what this is about. It's about reaching out in your own community, about being the hands, feet, and as a friend of mine says, the smile of Jesus. It's about cultivating hope right where you are planted. It's great to come here and do missions and ministries, and obviously we want you to keep doing that, but we want it to be more than coming to Hinton, but going home to continue the experience. Friends, you are your own key resource. It would be nice if what we have to share would completely be ready-made and fit every community everywhere. If we could simply provide you with all the answers, if we had all the answers, if it was one size fits all. But we know that's not the case. So what we're providing is a framework of sorts as you journey with us for the next 7 sessions and look at your own community, look within yourself, and see how God might be calling you to not only build up your own life and cultivate hope within yourself, but also within your community.